Alaikum everyone. My name is Huzaifah Ahmed. Today I'm going to discuss with ChatGPT on the topic the future of work, remote jobs. I'm from Rehan School Korangi campus. Let's start today's discussion. Hey ChatGPT, today I am gonna talk with you on the topic the future of work, remote jobs.
That sounds like a really interesting topic. There's so much happening in that space. Where would you like to start? Maybe with how remote work took off during the pandemic, or are you more interested in trends we're seeing now and what's coming next?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but first tell me what exactly counts as a remote job. Is freelancing the same thing or are they two thus different things?
Great question. So, a remote job is basically any position where you can work from anywhere without needing to be physically present in an office. Now, freelancing can be remote, but it's a bit different. Freelancers are more like self employed business owners, they take on contracts or projects. Remote jobs can be full time employment with a company, so you might be a dedicated employee just working from home.
Okay, now how has remote work changed since COVID and where is it headed towards now?
Yeah, so since COVID, remote work just exploded. I mean, it went from being kind of a niche perk to basically a mainstream expectation. Companies realize they can tap into a global talent pool, and employees love the flexibility. Now, going forward, it seems like a hybrid model is really the sweet spot, where teams work partly in the office and partly remote. And I think we'll see a lot more focus on tools, collaboration tech, and really just making remote work sustainable long term.
What industries and job types are most compatible with remote work? I want you to mention every type you can think of and explain it in detail.
Absolutely. So a whole range of industries have adapted really well. Tech is a big one. Think software development, IT, and cybersecurity, because all the work is digital. Creative industries also thrive, like graphic design, video editing, content writing, marketing. Then we have customer support and sales. Many of those roles have gone remote. Education, too, online tutoring, course creation, and even sectors like finance, consulting, project management. All of these can be remote friendly. Basically, if the work is task based, knowledge driven, and doesn't depend on a physical presence, it can go remote.
All right. Do remote workers actually perform better or worse than office workers? What does the data say?
So the data shows that about 77% of remote employees say they're more productive. And some studies even found a 13% productivity boost over several months compared to in office workers. That said, about 44% of people still feel office workers are more productive, especially when it comes to collaboration and mentorship. Overall, hybrid models combining remote and in office seem to be the most balanced.
All right, now let's be real. There might be some challenges which are faced by companies with this new innovation. So, what are these challenges companies face when managing remote teams?
Yeah, for sure. There are definitely some hurdles. One big one is communication. Without in person interactions, you can have misunderstandings or just slower responses. Building team culture is harder too. It's tough to create cohesion when everyone's remote. Then there's the issue of time zone differences, which can complicate scheduling. And of course, monitoring productivity fairly is a big challenge. Too much micromanagement can backfire, but too little oversight can to missed goals. So it really takes a deliberate strategy to balance all that out.
Are these problems worth the benefits that this model gives?
That's kind of the million dollar question, right? I mean, the benefits like flexibility, access to talent, better work life balance are huge. And for a lot of companies, the productivity gains and reduced overhead costs outweigh the challenges. That said, it really depends on the company culture and the types of roles. If they invest in the right tools and trust their teams, yeah, the benefits usually win out.
All right, now how does remote work affect career growth? Does being out of sight hurt your chances of promotion or it's the other way around?
Yeah, it can be a double edged sword. In some cases, being remote might make you feel less visible. So if you're not proactive in communicating your achievements, you might get passed over. But on the flip side, remote work can actually broaden your opportunities. If a company is remote first, your talent is judged by output, not just face time. So it really depends on the company, but with intention, remote workers absolutely can thrive and get promoted.
Okay, what skill does someone need to thrive in a remote job that they wouldn't need in an office?
Great point. So, one big skill is self discipline, staying on task without constant oversight. Communication is also crucial. You have to be really proactive about updates, clarifying tasks, and maintaining relationships virtually. Time management is huge too, balancing your own schedule, setting boundaries, and staying organized. And a bit of tech savviness. Knowing how to navigate collaboration tools and troubleshoot basic issues can go a long way.
All
Oh,
right,
absolutely.
now is the rise of AI going to increase or decrease remote job opportunities in the near future?
The rise of AI is both expanding and reshaping remote job opportunities. AI is opening up roles in human plus AI work, like AI trainers and prompt engineers, and making remote work accessible to more people. However, some routine digital tasks are at risk of automation, so workers need to adapt by focusing on skills like strategic thinking, creativity, and AI tool literacy. In short, AI is likely to transform remote work, creating new opportunities for those who adapt, but also demanding a shift in skills.
All right, now how do you stand out when applying for remote jobs in a globally competitive market?
Yeah, that's really key. So, first, you want to be super clear in your application. Highlight measurable results and specific achievements. Tailor your resume to each job. And if you have remote experience, really emphasize it. Second, build a strong personal brand, like a professional website or LinkedIn presence. Also, demonstrate tech proficiency. Mention your comfort with remote tools like Slack, Zoom, or Asana. And don't underestimate soft skills. Being proactive, adaptable, and culturally aware is a huge plus in a global remote market.
All right, now to end this discussion, what's one practical step someone can take today to position themselves for a remote career?
I'd say pick one remote tool or scale you're not yet confident with, like a project management tool or a video conferencing platform, and spend some time learning it today. That small practical step will give you a real boost, and once you have that confidence, you'll be better prepared to stand out in remote job applications.
All right, everyone, this was the end of my discussion with ChatGPT. I hope you liked it. Now, until the next time, Allah Hafiz.